Hey guys, so I am back on YouTube. I'm going to be looking to do monthly uploads just to keep myself from getting burnt out. I do Metafy coaching, so if you're interested in getting some Rocket League coaching one-on-one or with a team, if you have a team and you want coaching that way, feel free to hop on Metafy and you can get some live lessons through there, whether mechanics or looking at a replay. Um, Alongside that, I do have a Discord server, so the main purpose of that Discord server is for people that are just looking to improve at Rocket League and just my community in general. So I do giveaways through there. I'll do events, watch parties for RLCS, and then just connect with people and talk about any questions or concerns that anyone may have about Rocket League. But with that being said, today we'll be looking at Catch Dribble Flick, which is a training pack that I do, or that I give to people after dribbling lessons so that they can practice catching the ball, dribbling, and then flicking. So with that being said, let's get into it. So this is the training pack that we will be working with. Here's the code. I will also put it in the description below, so you can just copy and paste that or type it in if you're on console. But let's dive right into it. So we got about 7 shots here. It's just going to practice catching it, whether the ball's coming at us, it's coming from behind us, and then it's like coming to the left or the right so that we can practice catching from different angles. And then we're going to dribble it slowly towards the net, and we're going to practice getting a flick on the net. So with that, what I'll do is I will run through each shot twice, doing once where I let it bounce once and another where I don't let it bounce, so that we can get experience with both, because that's how I want you guys to be practicing this initially, so that you can get comfortable with having a little bit more time by letting it bounce once and then doing it a bit quicker and more realistic in regards to how you would do it in a game. So here I'm going to drive up and I'm just going to let it bounce. So I'm going to take my time. I'm not really in a rush here. Let it bounce. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive up slowly. I'm going to let it hit the front of my car, turn that ball cam off, and get my back wheels in. So with this, the ball is coming towards us. So we want to make sure that we are stopping its momentum, which means we need to hit it with the front of our car to stop its momentum, like this. And then we can get underneath and put our back wheels inside the circle. And then we can make our way slowly. And then we can front flip and get our flick on target. So that's if we're letting it bounce once. If we're not letting it bounce, it's the same thing, except we have to do it a little bit quicker. We don't have as much time. So I'm going to drive up, and I'm going to wait for it to come down, and then I'm going to drive closer, let it hit the front of my car, turn my ball cam off, and then we're good to go. I'll let it come on the front of my car, and then I'll front flip and get my flicks. So I'll do it again here. What we're going to do is drive up towards this ball, have my ball cam on initially so I can see it. I'm going to let it hit the front of my car. Then I'm going to turn that ball cam off, get into a flickable position, and then front flip. Simple as that. So for this shot, it's the same deal. We are going to let the ball bounce once initially so we can practice. I'll have my ball cam on. I'm going to let it bounce. It's coming towards me, so I have to stop its momentum. So I'm going to wait for it to come down, hit the front of my car, turn my ball cam off, and then front flip and get my flick. That's if we want to let it bounce once. If we don't want to let it bounce once, then same deal. Keep our ball cam on so we can see it. Hit the front of our car, settle it, turn our ball cam off, get into a flickable position, front flip. So for this level, what we're going to do is use the left side of our car to stop its momentum. So what I mean by that is it's going to hit off the wall. I'm going to let it bounce here. And then because it's going towards the right and I don't want it to go to the right, I'm going to hit it with the left and you're going to see the momentum stop. So now I'm under control. Take my time, get into a flickable position, front flip, in the net. Okay. Now this time I'm not going to let it bounce, but it's the same deal. Use the left side of my car to stop its momentum, get into a flickable position, front flip, in the net. But again, it's catch, dribble. So as you see in the replay here, I'm going to catch, dribble, keep it under control, and then I'm going to front flip and get my flick off. You can do that as early as you want, as late as you want. We just want to practice being under control. So for this level, it's the same thing, but on the opposite side. Let it hit off that wall. I'm going to let it bounce. Have my ball cam on here. And then I'm going to use the right side of my car this time to stop its momentum. And then turn my ball cam off. I'm under control. Let my back wheels leave. Front flip. We got a flick. Same thing again, except I'm not going to let it bounce. So ball came on initially, get a little bit closer to the ball here. Lightly tap it, get under control, and then flick. Do it again, because that one was a little bit out of control. So let it bounce off the wall. Use the right side of my car to stop its momentum. Get under control like this, and then front flip. Okay. Next level. This one is pretty much hitting into the ceiling, so I'm going to let it bounce once. Let it bounce like that, and I'm just going to wait for it to come down. Using the front of my car, and then turn my ball cam off, back wheels inside the circle, take my time, let it roll off the front flip, okay? And now, this one's, if we're not letting it bounce, we have to be a bit quicker, so I'm going to boost towards it, let it hit off the front of my car, get under control, there we go, now I'm under control and I can flick. So now, this level, what it's going to do is this is kind of equivalent to maybe your teammate just got possession and he's booming it up the field and you just want to catch it. So you let it bounce once, and then you're going to use the right side of your car to stop its momentum, get inside the circle, get into a flickable position, front flip. Now, if we don't want to let it bounce, then we do the same thing. Use the right side of our car. Bam, you see it stops its momentum, get under control, front flip. There we go. So for this level, it's the same deal. It's like someone clearing it up the field, but on the opposite side. So we're going to use the left side of our car to stop it. Letting it bounce once is a little bit more awkward on this map, or on this level, so be ready for that. We have to drive up the wall, so I'm going to let it bounce. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it slightly on the wall, and then get my back wheels inside the circle, and then I can flick. And you can use a front flip, a diagonal flip, up to you. If you've done a lesson with me, I've taught you both, so you should be comfortable doing both after doing a little bit of practice. And then if we don't want to let it bounce, which is what I would recommend on this level because it's a little bit weird to drive up that wall, then we just do the same thing, but we use the left side of our car to stop its momentum. Turn our ball cam off, we're under control, there we go, and then flick. And that is the end of this training pack. So that is it for today's training pack. If you have any mechanics, training packs, or just Steam Workshop maps that you'd like me to do a tutorial on for keyboard and mouse players, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to join my Discord in the description below as well, as I'll hold monthly challenges revolving around those training packs and workshop maps for prizes. So thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe.